Hello everybody. So this video will show you how to make a pattern. And this is so simple, but we have to go over it. It'll, do the assignment, make a cool pattern, but it's super easy. So enjoy an easy assignment this module, huh? Okay, so on the assignment 5 file, we have two artboards, a small one and a big one. Basically, the small one, design one tile of your pattern because a pattern is a tile that's going to repeat itself over and over and over again. So I find just having it off to the side on its own little area makes things easy. So here I designed a gardening of cacti and succulents pattern tile. Had some fun color, had a little fun, little starry flower thingies, a shovel, this plant, a cactus, and a succulent, all coming together to make one lovely pattern. I know this is super basic, but all you really have to do is select everything that's going to be in your pattern, head up here to Object, Pattern, Make. Press OK, and it'll show you how your pattern is. Here's the glory. We have a bunch of little settings that will just kind of help you figure out what's going on and tweak things. Default is grid, and that's just, this tile put together in a grid. You can try any of these settings to see how you like your pattern arranged. So brick by row, it kind of, staggers those a little bit. Brick by column, it staggers it by, how it's stacked vertically. Hex by column, kind of like a honeycomb would be. More about this in a second. Hex by row, blah, blah, blah. So you'll find that you probably have to tweak what we call the width and the height. And that just determines like how much of a buffer zone is around your pattern. So I like to just click into one of these, like width. Because everything looks so close together in this area right here, I'm just going to push the up arrow on my keyboard and see it's kind of just spacing things out a little better. And I actually like the way that looks. But you can try, changing the offset 2/3, 3/4, 1/5 until you find whatever you personally like. Remember, we always have options in this class. This is not a dictatorship. But again, just, play with the spacing a little. I'd probably like that more than any other setting. But here's the other thing. You can always come back and edit this. I'll show you in a second. But also over here where everything's, more visible, you can edit things, colors, placements, because I think everything looks like it's facing the same direction. So I just rotated my shovel a little bit. You can change colors, etc. And when you're done and you have everything like you would like it, make sure you press done, because if you press cancel, it'll cancel it. So press done. Okay, done. So you'll see that your pattern was added to the swatches panel. You just have to have something to apply that pattern to. So I'll just make a giant rectangle and select my pattern. Blah, 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 on the big artboard. There, look at that. That is actually probably one of my best patterns ever, I have to say. I don't use this often, but I'm pretty pleased. If you ever need to edit it, all you have to do is double-click your new pattern swatch on the swatches panel, so double-click. It'll go back to edit mode, so if you need to be like, okay, well, I don't like the way those shapes looked. One of them needs to be black. Maybe two of them need to be black. I don't know. You can always make those changes and just click the done button when you're done, and it'll update. So that's the glory of making patterns. If you want to color the background behind a pattern, what I recommend you do is, just make sure you don't have a background color here because it'll be harder to change later. Just layer a rectangle with your chosen background color. So I'll just choose like a solid light gray or middle gray. And then just object arrange, send to back. And that's probably the easiest way to do it without getting too crazy, but again, pretty simple to do. So just make sure you design a nice pattern. This will be an option for you to do next week for our project, but have fun. Super easy.